Hi, this is Shiva Rajaya from vitalcoaching.com. Welcome again to Kaliyakala, House of the Sun, here on Maui. One of the questions that I get a lot when I'm traveling has to do with what is the gear that I'm taking with me. And it is a big challenge, right? When you're traveling, most people that I see traveling take way too much gear with them. They travel with backpacks which are too heavy, and that makes it not too much fun to trek and to travel. So here are the things that I have with me so that you have an idea. This is my new high-tech sleeping mat. This one is really fantastic. It's just unbelievable. Um, I slept on it a few times now and it's very comfortable. The only challenge is, of course, if you are sleeping on a very wet ground or snow, and maybe you will have, a bit of a challenge with the holes here. But it's super comfortable, way more than what I thought. So that's my first thing. And it fits in a bag in here. See, tiny little bag. Second thing that I have here, my sleeping bag. Ultra light. It fits as well in a little bag, which is that one. You see, super light. Then I have my trekking tent. This tent is about less than 2 pounds right now, and fits also in this tiny little bag here. Then I have a light rain jacket. This is high vent. It's not Gore-Tex, and it's lighter. Then I have a dry bag in case I have to go cross some water. And in here, just one top. I have one t-shirt with me, one pair of underwear, one pair of pants, my light 5-finger shoes. Here a little pot to make my mixes. I have a little pot here of salt, a spork, solar charger which is a torch as well. And I have my water filter here that filters bacteria and worms and things like that, organic matter. And then this is typical, you see the toothbrush. You don't need to travel with the whole tube of toothpaste. You have those little ones, so that's something that I always use as well, which is very practical. I have my tiny little camcorder. It's out of batteries, so I'm recording with my iPhone right now. Then I have a water platypus bottle, foldable, which is 2 liters. And then I have a little watch, a little emergency torch, a compass, a USB drive where I have all my stuff. Something else that I have here, this is a mix of spirulina, maca and different things. So I have that as a powder that I use and make smoothie mixes while I'm on the go. And then in terms of food, what I have is also those dry mixes. I told you more about that in other videos, but the idea is to have mixes here, energy mixes, which are high nutritional value. These ones contain lots of good stuff, lots of superfoods, and the goal is to be able to simply mix that with a little bit of water, and then you have a meal. That way I don't have to cook. So my backpack is a 35 liter. You see, it's a small volume. And what I had when I started with this trip, I had probably like 2/3 of my backpack was food and liquid and water, because I didn't know about the conditions. I took about 3 liters of water with me. So, and I had probably like 3 kilos of food for this 4 or 5 days. So a few apples, a little bit of fresh products, and these dry energy mixes. So this is the idea. This backpack, when I'm backpacking without the food and the liquid, it's half full. This is how I design it to take off, okay? Half of the bag is empty when I take off, so that I can keep on adding food and water if I need. And right now I took off on a trip which was just 5 days. But if I needed to take off on a longer trip, then I need more space in the bag. So I'm already, ready. I don't have 2 pair of pants. I don't have a short and a pant, right? These pants are like, you can remove the bottom with the zip here, and then you get shorts. So all that is super highly optimized. The 5 fingers that I have here on the volcano, a little bit limit, I must say. It was a bit of an experiment, but if I had to trek outside of the path on rocks, it would be challenging, because these rocks are super sharp, and it can be very challenging to for the feet, because it's just too sharp, not enough protection on the sole. You get also the sand in the pathways, the volcanic sand coming in. So it's not ideal. I survived and I did it, but it's just on the limit. If I had to do it again, I'm 50-50 for taking better trekking shoes or going again with the 5 fingers. But this is it. See, it's super light when I take off. For a trip like that, without the food. Even when I took off from Switzerland to come to California, this includes Burning Man, being in extreme desert conditions, including now high altitude volcanoes. Right here I went up to 9,000 feet, 3,000 meters high. So it's a diversity of conditions, and I take off from Switzerland. I think I have probably like 8 kilos. This is 16 pounds of gear, and that's the way I love taking off now. I take my little backpack with me on the airplane. I don't need to put any check-in luggage. It makes everything simpler, and this is including my little laptop that I left at my friend's place, and a couple of other things like little booklets that I'm giving away, and some more papers to take notes, a couple of extra t-shirts, and yeah, but this is it. This gives you an idea, hopefully, of how to take off in a light way. And believe me, you don't need more than that. This is exactly, very precisely what I needed for this trip. There's nothing extra, nothing too much. And that's how I encourage you to take off. Being always super over-equipped, too much gear, 2 or 3 pair of pants when you take off on a trekking or backpacking journey is simply crazy. You can buy stuff along the way. You can, and it's important to take off with a very light backpack, because a heavy pack really limits your freedom. If you are about to take off on a trekking or on a trip anywhere around the world, I encourage you to aim for anywhere between 5 to 10 kilos when you take off with a small 30 to 40 liters backpack. That's the idea. And remember that if you need anything along the way, you can always buy it as you go on your trip. So that's the idea. Hope this helps you. Look at this gorgeous, fantastic beauty. Haleakala. House of the Sun. Over here there is lots of vegetation, but where I was earlier yesterday and the day before, it's just rocky terrain. So off to the beach tomorrow. Try to find a little beach close to Kihai, down by the coast. It's about 6-7 hours hike downhill. Love you. Take good care. Bye bye.